Along the back alleys of Vancouver's downtown east side, the scenes of addiction are brutally real. People shoot up just meters from a supervised injection site where, if they wanted to, they could find out if those drugs they're taking contain fentanyl.
So people would be putting their drugs in that cup?
Yeah, that'd be so a few grains of drugs there.
Dr. Mark Lysician demonstrates just how a test strip can detect the deadly drug.
So this test is negative, there's 2 stripes.
The strips are only available at supervised injection sites and overdose prevention centers, but few people there are asking for them.
So you can be rescued from an overdose, and so the motivation to check there is maybe less than it might be in other environments, but we're testing in those environments because it's legal to do so.
Statistics show that most of BC's drug deaths are happening in private residences, but staff can't let people take the strips off-site because that would require separate permission from Health Canada. They were originally designed to test for drugs in a lab setting, but are now being used off-label. That's why when this pharmacy in Winnipeg started to sell them last year, health officials stepped in.
We had them for sale for, I think it was a day or two before Health Canada shut us down. We still receive phone calls from various agencies, parents, drug users. There's a lot of interest.
And they just mix it.
Iqbal Sudarani gets those calls too. He's the CEO of the Canadian company that makes the strips. They're normally marketed to labs and police agencies, but so far this year, more than 200,000 have been sold to harm reduction workers in North America. And he's heard plenty of pleas from others who are desperate to buy the strips, but can't.
It's quite heartbreaking to hear the stories. But you know, we have to be cautious, like I said, in distributing this test. The last thing you want to do is somebody has overdosed and there's a test on the floor which is showing negative.
There's a concern that the tests could give someone a false sense of security, which is why the company is working with officials in Vancouver to develop a protocol on how they should be used. But in the U.S., where there are no supervised injection sites, workers are choosing to pass out the strips like they do clean needles.
Dip it into the cooker and keep it there for about 15 seconds.
They train people on how to use them on their own.
People keep asking for them. You know, where I just ordered another 2,000. We want people to use them. We want people to not die.
Combination of things.
And that's also why Dr. Lysician would like the strips to be more accessible in BC.
We recognize that it's not available enough. You know, we're basically using the places where we have an opportunity to offer it because it's legal.
While many users might not choose to test their drugs, some will. And for them, the strips could mean the difference between life and death. Briar Stewart, CBC News, Vancouver.